It's very important to be mentored when you come from another country and you have all these cultural differences, and you have to learn about a new country and new ways. I grew up in Cuba in a small town called Matanzas, which is about 60 miles east of Havana. When we first got to New York, I didn't speak any English, and I had a couple of good friends, you could call them my mentors, who told me how things worked and what to do and what not to do. It was a young guy, he was actually a little older than me, and he would walk me home from school and tell me different things and how to avoid fights. And that was, I guess, the beginning of my mentorship. When you mentor a child, you can see things in that child that maybe that child doesn't see themselves or their own family doesn't see it. When you recognize a characteristic and you reinforce that on the child, that has a lifetime impact on that child. It's very important to have somebody outside the family validate you for who you are and see your potential and guide you in that direction. Sometimes your own parents want you to go in a particular direction, and that's not who you really are. When I was in high school and in my first year of community college, I was always interested in photography. Something like the arts might be considered frivolous. My own mother, God bless her, when I told her, "Mami, yo soy un artista," she said, "Estás loco, eso es para los ricos." She felt that the art was for wealthy people and not something that somebody from our community could pursue. I met Paul Cava, and he was looking at the kinds of photographs I was doing and looking at my work and really recognized me as an artist. I never really thought that, that it had anything to do with art. I thought I was just taking pictures. But he recognized that, and we became good friends, and he would criticize my work, and by then I considered myself a real artist working in photography. And really, I think that was the beginning of my artistic career, which led to where I am today, which is a museum director. So I credit him with being my first mentor in the arts and in my professional life. Having somebody from the Latino community who has experienced the same things that a child has, it's like you have the experience, so you're not coming from a textbook, you're coming from your own life. And I think children recognize that and appreciate it and are more likely to listen and take the right steps for their own lives. Being a mentor for big brothers and big sisters is something that would be so tremendously rewarding for yourself, not just for the impact that it'll have on a child, but it would just bring joy to your heart to be able to share your experience with a Latino child.